is this happening in every university?
Coming to abroad is like a social media trending.
The university is good at marketing itself.
Yeah.
If you are planning to study in the UK, this is a must watch. One of the students that I interviewed was very critical of his experience. And his friends also added the following. And they highlighted how many agents are manipulating the students into going for high commission paying universities.
Students, all is in India, no exposure. To be honest, my £18,000 is waste.
I'm doing MBA in Business Analytics here. My honest review is that you say the view, everything that's all right. That's secondary. But when you go and study teaching, not that the way I expected it. Good. It's not bad. I'm not telling it's bad. I would rate it like 7 on 10.
Student also warned against blindly believing what your agents are saying.
Don't believe your counselors. Don't believe them completely. They want their commission. They want their thing that they want the thing.
Do your research properly.
Do your own research when you come here.
Talk
Honestly.
to the students who are already there on campus. I keep repeating that.
Many more students I have interviewed talk about their harsh reality of studying in the UK.
What else would you like to tell the students who are coming to
Don't
university?
come if you don't have money.
How much money should you have?
I came by 30 lakhs. But now GBP rate is increased.
Right.
More than 35 lakhs.
20% increase in spend. So you are saying that don't come dependent on a part-time job.
Yeah.
Because if you don't get a part-time job, then you will be in a lot of pressure.
Now I'm regretting why I came here.
Because in 25,000 you were happy.
Yeah, happy, but here I'm not happy
Yeah.
because I don't have a job. Everyone will say I'm regretting here. 1 day, 2 days, it's fine, but
A few weeks back, I came across a post from an Indian student who just graduated from UK. And this guy had just finished his masters in the UK. On paper, he had perfect story. He passed with good grades, managed to land a part-time job, and he followed every single rule in the book. But still, he lost weight, he lost hair, and burned through his savings, returning back to India with a heavy debt. And that too with no job. And the last thing that he wrote that really stuck with me was, the UK is a trap for international students. At first I thought, okay, maybe this is an isolated case, but then I scrolled on and realized he wasn't the only one. Another student said that everybody talks about the tuition cost, the living cost, the flight costs, but nobody warns you about the visa fees, the courier charges, the attestation charges, the IELTS charges, the loan processing fee. And when it was all added up, it turns into a mini education loan in itself. And for another student who mentioned that pre-departure expenses were itself becoming 2 to 2.5 lakhs. And none of that was refundable if your visa gets rejected. And some students talked about when they're reaching there in the UK. And the story doesn't change when you are flying to the UK. Even after you land, one student wrote that one of his friends was forced into an exhausting part-time job just to be able to survive. But I find enough number of students who are actually successful as well. And hence, the question itself has changed. We need to ask ourselves, why did this happen? And is this happening in every university?
coming to abroad is like a social media trending.
The university is good at marketing itself.
Yeah.
According to The Guardian, as of October 2025, students in the UK owe nearly £500 million in hidden debts to the universities. These are not just tuition fees, these are hidden charges like library fees, accommodation arrears, administrative penalties, and course extensions. This is on top of £53,000 that the average student already owes to their primary lender. And these extra costs that don't just disappear after graduation. It follows them into their working lives and can even mess up their credit scores if they don't pay back. The Times of India reported that more than 98,000 Indian students got visas for the UK in just one single year. And these students alone contributed to $4 billion to the UK economy in just one single year. So when we see students struggling to survive, it's not just bad luck. This is a massive planned flow of money. It's a system designed to keep billions of pounds moving from the pockets of students into those of the universities. If you are studying in the UK and you have taken a debt, then share your story in the comment. Tell us how you are planning and tell me, are you afraid? Are you feeling the pressure of paying back that loan? And let us know what are your insights about. And as you do, I will tell you why this happens. You start planning your study abroad. You look at the big numbers, your school fees, your plane tickets. You feel like you're ready, you have enough money saved up, and you are comfortable taking that education loan. But then out of nowhere, surprise keeps coming up. The visa fees, the IHS, the health insurance fees, the cost of tests like IELTS, GRE, GMAT, SAT, and then will come the loan processing fee, which you had never thought of, and the notary and the attestation, and the endless documentation. Before you even hop onto that plane, you spend 2.5 lakhs. And when you finally move abroad, the spending doesn't stop. Every month, something new shows up. The accommodation rents are hiring. Every time you renew or change, it goes up. If you are in a multi-year program, the next year fee again gets hiked. If you don't pay your fee on time, you get hit by administrative penalties. And of course, if you're trying to get immediate private healthcare, that is not covered in your insurance. And the mother of all, the pound is getting stronger, and every year when you're sending money from India, it becomes just automatically more expensive. Each of these costs feels small at the time, but they keep happening over and over again. This is where most students lose financial control. It's not that one big bill breaks you. It's these 100 small bills that accumulate and slowly drain your bank account. And the big question is, why are you not informed about this beforehand? Are agents unaware of this? No, they know exactly what's happening. By late 2024 and early 2025, the cost of living crisis in the UK intersected with the change in university behavior. Universities began seeing international students not as scholars, but as essential revenue to balance their failing budgets. Today, international masters are based on large volumes, larger intakes, shorter degrees, and minimal student support. This is happening because many universities, especially in the UK, have become less academically strict as they are primarily focused on collecting fees. They know master students are outsourcing assignments because they are too busy working part-time jobs. But there is no reaction to that. And many students are actually focusing on getting into the cheapest university and hence being counseled by the basis of their budget, not based on the career goal. The counseling is free, but you need to ask the right questions that are your choices fitting your career goal. Are you a student in the UK? If yes, then tell me in comments the hidden cost that you had to pay that you had not planned for. The cost that shook your plan. Let's ensure we want the next batch of students. And if you are planning to go study in the UK, then make sure you are making your decisions correctly, you are planning your financials well, and ensuring and not falling for this bubble which has been created with all the marketing hype. Until then, goodbye, and I will see you all in the next video.